How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews back with another review. Get a little bit of sour IPA time. I think that's what this is. I didn't look it up. I didn't want to spoil the game, but this is a beer from Reve. I'm gonna call it Reve, even though it's Rev, because my boy Carson, the person who actually sent me this, said he called it Reve. Sorry, and they corrected him at the brewery, so I'm gonna be a little bit douchey. Not really. Just trying to be fun. Anyway, he sent this off with a couple other bottles from these guys, and those other ones are stouts, but this is kind of a mystery to me. I don't know. It's a crowler. It's poking out at the bottom. Listen, you're talking about, it's a Curse of Lono, pineapple, coconut, lactose, guava, and passion fruit. Done. No other indication of the beer. Those ingredients combined with this pushing out makes me think it's kind of like a sour fruit smoothie kind of IPA, because that to me is, this beer is going to burst and travel, but it got to me before the can gave up. It is what it is. We're going to see what the sucker has. So Tiki, Weeki, I keep saying Tiki Week because I'm a douche. Tiki, Weeki, from Reve Brewing, and Drink Me, cold and fresh, brewed Reve Brewing, Florida. They're Atlantic Beach, Florida. I think that's it. That's all I get from this sucker. I like this little fatty crowler. This is not like 32 ounces. This is more like a 20 and change. I don't even know what the amount of like fluid ounces in this, but we're gonna crack into it and see what she's got. So, oh, there she goes. Okay. So what do we got? Kind of looks like one of those kind of sour Florida Weisses kind of beers. The goats are joining us. The cows are over there. They might join in too. It doesn't look like a hazy IPA. Rich orange in color. Nice yellow highlights. A little bit of Dirty Glass Mafia. Let's tap that off camera. And let's get a nose. Oh, so she's definitely one of those kind of Florida Berliner fruited beers. I'm getting a big sulfur note. Which I'm not going to say takes me away from the beer, but it's not necessarily something I want to get in those kind of fruited sours. So it's kind of like when the lager goes ape shit. That's kind of the way I get when those kettle sours. If they go super sulfury, it happens from time to time with a lot of breweries. So it doesn't smell overtly bad, but it's definitely there. But you're getting a soft kind of, it's not guava. It's like more of a kind of unripened mango vibe and vanilla. So we have lactose, guava, passion fruit, pineapple, coconut. So it's almost like suntan lotion. That's kind of where it's at for me. Unsweetened, lower sweetened kind of version of like a suntan lotion kind of vibe, with that little bit of sulfury note over top. Not necessarily a positive nose, but not a negative one. I can see this being better in the taste. So let's just dive in. Cheers. Okay, you're getting all that fruit portion. I'm sure you're definitely getting passion fruit in there. I didn't get it much in the nose, but I'm getting it in the taste. You're getting a soft coconut. It comes off a little bit copper tony, but not in a bad way. I dig that. It's expressive, and coconut's very hard to come off as expressive, so I can dig that. Vanilla's there, and I still have that kind of little bit of unripened kind of mango thing going on for me. But you do get that sulfur thing in there. It's much smaller than you'd expect, especially how big it is on the nose. So I don't mind it. It's one of those, it's a kettle sour, it's a Berliner. It has those attributes, but it's cool in a way that it kind of ekes towards, I don't know. It's more fruit juicy to me than beer. And I don't want to say that in a negative way. I like it. I think it's fun. Even that sulfur portion of the show adds a kind of bitterness. The way hops usually add bitterness to bounce off sweetness. That little bit of sulfur kind of eggy, rotten eggy kind of thing. I know that sounds disgusting, but the way that comes off kind of works because of the way the sweetness comes off. So I'm not entirely hating that portion of the show. But she comes off a little bit more fruit juicy. That beer to me. I like it. I think she's tasty. She works. She's fine. I think we're done. I mean, that passion fruit comes through. That mango thing I'm talking about comes through. Let's look. Pineapple. I could see that. I might be confusing that pineapple with the mango. So pineapple, coconut, lactose. The coconut lactose works. A little merged, but that's nice. Guava's the guava's there, the passion fruit really shines through. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. For me, more often than not, guava and passion fruit are almost interchangeable when it comes to a beer. They're distinctly different. Like passion fruit comes off a little bit more kind of acidic, a little bit more tart, whereas guava doesn't do that. So that's the big kind of change for those two for me. But in the grand scheme of things, they're very similar as far as flavors go. But it's nice. I like it. I dig it. It's just flawed, but sometimes flawed beer is a good thing. It's not necessarily a negative thing, and I dig this. I would definitely be down for trying more from the old Reve Brewing, and I will, because I got 2 more bottles. This is a little fatty crowler. The other 2 that Carson sent off are like awesome. If you watch my unboxing, they're like tall boy versions of like Mickey grenades. I can't wait to dive in those suckers. So yeah, tasty, nice. I dig it. It's fun. Listen, it's summer outside. I wanted a fruited kind of beverage, and this is definitely no slouch. So let's talk about it. It's one of the better fruited sour IPAs I've had as of late. It's on the outside looking in, just barely outside. That big sulfur note and the way the flavors come off. It's not that I don't hate it. It just kind of misses a bit for me. But at the same time, new brewery, first time having it. I'm liking what I'm tasting. And that's the thing when it comes to like, does it work for me, doesn't work for me. It, might not work for me, but I dig where it's going. So I'm excited to try more from these guys. Bag and availability, no idea. Maybe Carson or somebody out there in the FL can let us know what's what and leave you with if you like what we like this beer. If you like the fruited Berliners, but you want more fruit juicy and less sour, and definitely a little bit further away from a sour and a little bit further away from just beer vibes. It's a beer. It drinks like a beer, but it's more fruit juiciness. So if that's your jam, this will be your jam. If you don't mind that sulfur stuff. There you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out, talking to cows and goats. Beer Massive. If you want to see me interviewing beers and goats, apparently. Or goats and beers and dogs and tacos. He's coming up next video. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice little bird litter right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.